Welcome to the Kubescape community meeting. Today is May the 12th, 2026. Let me share the agenda. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay, Ben, it's your turn.
Okay. We are thinking of submitting to KubeCon. Looking forward for anyone who wants to make a talk around Kubescape or in general wants to make any kind of talk. We are here to help you guys. Anyone? Oh, I see that we also have Dia here. Hey, nice to meet you.
He's actually my friend. He's in the same room as me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello,
stereo
everyone.
view.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like my laptop's mic wasn't working, so yeah, I had to use this mic.
No. Okay, all good.
Yeah,
It's
nice to
nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. So, we with Matthias yesterday we sat together. We raised a few ideas. Also pinged Leonid and Constance about ideas of what we could talk with the things that I logged. And Leonid, I know that your idea. I didn't wrote it here. I just didn't wasn't sure about it. I didn't want to write something that wasn't wrong. Was wrong. So there is we have a friend who is using Kubescape in Cox Communications, uh, and he started to play with using started to play with the Kubescape MCP connection. I don't know, like those who know here, the Kubescape CLI has an MCP server mode where you can use it to access your um, all the Kubernetes and Kubescape objects that we have within the cluster to connect them through the Kubescape MCP CLI. And it works really nice. And we were thinking of giving a talk around this issue. What works, what doesn't work, how it what in where it helps him. And mostly we're the most of the challenges that are coming are not like most of them are coming from the fact that he's managing many Kubernetes clusters and having like an MCP that is like scoped only to one cluster is a little bit clunky. We thought one thing. Second is Itai myself, who's Itai, who is one of the maintainers of Trivi, or core, we might call him the core maintainer of Trivi. I guess most of you have heard that Trivi had like a really rough month before, and like with all the supply chain attacks that they've been through. And we thought of giving a talk in the maintainers track about all the incoming PRs and the security aspects and how we are managing and how they manage it and how what we can learn from previous mishaps, which is the second talk. And the last thing, not last but not least, with Constance, we thought of to promote the Kubescape CL rule engine for runtime threat detection. Show how you can, through Kubernetes CRDs, you can very fast, after a CV comes out, how fast you can write a detection rule in the Kubescape threat detection module, like a training like talk. These three that we came up with. I would wanted to take here like really, I don't know how much time, but if anyone has an idea or anyone wants to bring up a talk and submit the talk and like want to share here and need help from me, from Matthias, from Oshrat, it's a good time to raise it here. The submission deadline is the 31 of May, so it's like 2 weeks from now, or a little bit more. we might have a last chance to talk about it in the next community meeting, but it most likely will be too late to organize something more complicated.
Ben,
Yeah.
why a talk on the CL engine rather than a workshop? I know workshops are hard to create. I know, but is that why?
No, to be frank, I just felt that the first workshops weren't really fruitful in the sense that I feel it's like just too complex for a workshop at this stage. Maybe if this would be like a very security oriented conference with like analysts and so on who like this is what they like and they just like have a new way to do it. It would be something else. But I feel it's like it would be just like a leap which just like wouldn't work. And usually frontal presentations work good, better at least in these subjects. But yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I know nothing about KubeCon, honestly. So is it a physical thing or is it a remote thing? And is talk really about talking or can it be an article?
Matthias, do you want to?
Well,
Or Shrat? I don't know. Like who's the right person to explain?
I'll do it, Matris. You keep me honest. KubeCon is like the biggest event. It's the Lollapalooza of Cloud Native. It's the biggest event of the year around the Cloud Native community. They've become huge to the point that they're like 10,000 people or more. They are in person. This is when the community gets together. It's a very, very interesting, crazy, fun, and hard week. There's typically B-sides, there's rejects, Cloud Native rejects, and then there's the co-located events. So if you have a talk, you can submit it both to KubeCon, to the central event, and you can submit it to the co-located event, let's say Cloud Native Security, or maybe Platform Engineering, if it makes sense, or something like that. And then, yes, you come and you speak frontally. After that, all of the talks are uploaded to YouTube, so they are available for people to watch async or to go back to or to add to their portfolio. In my case, and that's the way things do. It's a good time to network and talk to people. There's a pavilion for the open source projects that belong to the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. So it's a very big and important in-person event. If I hope that answers your question. If you have follow-ups, I can help. No, you're speaking to mute, sorry.
It's clear now. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
So it's usually like people are getting there. You can submit, and I'm also telling like the younger generation here in the call that you can submit requests from CNCF for support. So if you want to get there, you can ask them for help. And I don't know like how much they cover, but especially if you get accepted to talk with something a good thing, they tend to they have a lot of like helping a lot of people to get there. So it's worth considering. Usually people are either getting there because their company is sponsoring them, like wants them to be more, if they give a talk, then the company get some kind of marketing opportunity there, or they are just like not far from there, and they can join. Like this is more or less how people are getting there.
Yeah, so there are scholarships for travel, and there is also, since since nobody here is from North America because it's too early in the morning, there's also a KubeCon in India once a year, and there's also a KubeCon in Europe, which is also a very huge and festive event.
Yeah, KubeCon Europe is the biggest one.
Yeah, it's by far.
Yeah.
Okay. So by the way, you can submit, and if you cannot come, you can tell them I can't come and update them in some time ahead, and they're okay with that. Anyone has I don't want just keep up this the meeting for too long. If anyone has an idea or want to share, it's a good time. If not, then we can continue. Matthias.
Well, I will still try to reach out to other CNCF projects to see if we can speak about how to prepare an open source project for AI contributions. As we said, maybe I will. Although I'm not sure I will travel to North America, but yeah, once we get the slot, we can always.
Yeah. If you get, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City is not far.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Okay. Let's move to the second point.
Yeah.
What
That's yours as well, Ben.
Yeah. What was the second point? Okay, Oshrat, can you tell us just give a short update on the PR that we did in last KubeCon that you worked on with we got some rebound, we got some feedback, but how was the process? What was the outcome? How do you see the whole thing?
Honestly, I didn't check. The process was basically there's a template. I don't think we actually did we eventually do a PR? I don't think we even did one. I think we scrapped the whole idea eventually.
No, we published something.
People were talking to us about the Kubescape 4. So CNCF published something.
Okay, so the thing is, okay, the process is thus. In KubeCon, yeah, we wrote the blog, yeah. In KubeCon,
I don't want to put you. I don't want to put you on the spot. If you want,
no. So let's talk about the process, which is something that I can answer. I didn't check about the results, but the process is that all 1 second.
So this one, right?
Okay, but it's a project blog. Okay, so once you're CNCF incubating or graduated project, you have all kinds of opportunities that have to do with visibility and press, I guess, or content in general. The things that they offer are, writing a blog post, writing a press release, which I'm not sure I recommend, and having time at the kiosk on the pavilion, so that people that kind of are milling around, they can come talk to you about the project. Typically, the best conversations happen there, I must say, because this is where it's a very low stress environment in terms of the attendees of KubeCon, because they're not being sold to. They can actually have a technical conversation, which is what a lot of people at KubeCon are interested in. So what we have to do, I don't know, Ben, I'm not sure how I am on the mailing list, because I did change it to my personal email, but I haven't seen anything in terms of opportunities. I don't know if you're on top of that too. If not, then I'll check. But it's not only the writing the PR help, Matthias, it's about the fact that they give a PR packet to all of the analysts and journalists that are involved or interested in it. The thing is that it's very, very noisy. And a lot of the time, it's like a lot of the time the press releases will be at KubeCon. It's not really news. So a lot of getting the news is the news gets lost in all of the noise. We know a lot about noise. But you can write a press release for journalists and hope it gets published. The better use of time is indeed to write a blog for the CNCF blog, because this is something that people actually read. And yeah, so and there's speaking opportunities, of course, on the maintainer track and that. As for results, you said that people came to talk to you about it, so I guess it did work.
Yeah. So again, we just get like rebounding talks, like people are, oh, I've heard about it, like, and also to be frank, I'm seeing more and more user activity around Kubescape. So like this is all, I don't know how much it was a contributing factor, but in general, like we talked with Matthias in the past weeks that we definitely see more and more user issues around the project, which is like a very good feedback.
Maybe
Okay.
we can make some noise about that to prepare for, I don't know when we're going to do it, but to prepare for graduation, kind of try to get adopters again, try to talk about the growth and the contributions and the contributors, maybe do a breakout of how much are automated and how much are actual people that do it. New initiatives, things like that, just kind of with a view towards graduation, even though, so that we don't reach the point where we were when we went into incubation and we had to scramble.
Yeah.
And we have to again review governance. We talked about that, but I don't think we actually went through the steps of it. So maybe we can find some time, you and I, Ben, and spend some time, an afternoon together and do it.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Good morning.
You know where I live.
I know where you live, and I know where you spend your time too.
Yeah. No, we're in the office. Like, we're not far apart. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's on my side. What's next? Leonid, right? I think he's
yes. If he's not too shy, yeah. I mean, it's more like a group discussion rather than I let you speak, Leonid.
Okay, thank you. But before we start talking about Bob, I would like to remind our previous discussion about new repository for new ideas.
Oh yes, Ben didn't create it?
I don't know.
Wait a second. Sorry, my bad if I didn't. It might be. Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know. I have to check where it's stuck. Sorry. I'm checking now. What was the name we decided? Do you remember? Anyone remembers?
There was a thread about it.
Oh,
yeah, I can look up.
Sorry. Sometimes these easy things are falling in between the cracks because they're just too easy. Sorry.
Should I search for the thread or you find it?
I'm searching for it. Go on.
I got it. I just need to find out how to. Okay, chat. Okay. Here it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Designs and proposals. Okay.
Too long to load.
Yeah. Interactively, I'm creating it.
Yeah. Okay. Why didn't we choose enhancements? Well, anyway.
And this is a repo under Kubescape?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when we have like a bigger ideas or proposals like to discuss, if we want to have iterations on it, like comments and reviews and stuff.
And by the way, it's also something that we can like share with the AI agents as design, like logging the design thing. So this is why I think that this is why I wanted to call it also for designs and not just for enhancements, Matthias, because I wanted to keep here also all the design information of how things are working today.
And how does that interact with the roadmap, if it does, or it should?
Yeah, like we will need to hook that up with the roadmap. So I will expect like every roadmap item to have like entry in this repo.
That makes sense.
Maybe not, right? I depends.
No, again, I'm talking about bigger roadmap.
Yeah, bigger ones, yes.
Okay. Visibility public. Okay, repository is being created as we speak.
Okay, I will let you post the link to it just after.
I will set up I will add some structure to it. Okay, also in the meeting doc. Where's the meeting doc? There's too many things open.
I can boost.
What is it? Okay, it's here. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Great, thank you. Okay, and regarding modular as Bob, I think it will be better to start with Bob in general, and like why I think it would be nice to have more scopes for it to control some things more granular. So imagine a huge old monolithic application. And just because it's huge, it's big, it will have a lot of system calls. And so Bob will be also huge. Like it will allow everything. And because of that, it will be pretty much useless because, well, application could do everything before that and after that. So thank you very much. So that's why I thought that it would be nice to have some scopes. Well, first idea was lifetime scopes. So for example, if our application need to start another process, maybe it needs that only in the very beginning, like during startup phase, before health checks are green. And in that way, we could restrict some dangerous things at startup or shutdown phases. But we have other kinds of scopes. We could also block things based on stack traces, which should be possible for native applications. For like dynamic, I don't know, Java, .NET seems like no, but if they have a native versions, seems like totally doable. We could block things, I think, by threads. And recent idea, we could also have Bobs for different modules of a bigger application. So imagine again a huge application, and at least in Java, not just in Java, in Spring there is this project Spring Monolith, and the idea behind that is that it's easier to develop monolithic applications, but of course it has some downsides. And maybe if we draw boundaries in a very strict way in these bigger applications, like we would in microservices, then we could have benefits of both worlds. And there are even tests that are enforcing this architecture, that these modules are communicating only in a special ways that we allow them. And also maybe we could use these tests to generate some additional enforces for this kind of communication between modules. Maybe some other things. Honestly, I think this module scope would be just a combination of other scopes, just regular Bob and Bob with stack traces and with threads enforcing. And also that would mean that when an application is making any kind of call, it would have to enrich this call somehow with context of the module from where it is called, which is not cheap, not easy at all, and it will require lots of changes on the side of frameworks, at least, maybe languages. But it does seem, possible technically. Maybe not worth it. I don't know, but doable.
So like I think that most things that you mentioned I agree in like in theory. Okay, let's put that. I'm just giving you like some context, not, and I really hope it doesn't sound like discouragement, but rather like that like helping you, the like fact that what the things that we see. So there are like, first of all, Kubescape today doesn't have blocking capabilities in eBPF. This is something that we definitely want to build. Like this is one of the things that we have in our roadmap, and we had even a contributor here who has its own open source project just for this, and also contributor to Inspector Gadget Door. He's like an amazing guy, and he built in eBPF using LSM, if you know, through the LSM interface, build blocking capabilities. That's one thing. That's one building block that today we are missing, and we are definitely want to invest in it. And we just like need to time and work and contributor to like have to have the people around that they are interested to work in that direction. This is like not an average like developer task, in the sense that this is something that mostly like people have to have like very low level Linux kernel level understanding to make this work and define it properly, and define the policies in a way that we can implement those policies, those enforcements. This one like big hurdle that we've been having. Second is the call stack analysis. It is something that we, as Matthias and myself, as Armo, we did it. It's part of a commercial product, the discovery of on very specific system calls. We log the call stack of the application. It is not without overhead. It is like super interesting technology, and we do know that there is like an open source project that solved that problem, like in a way that is like super duper nice. It's Matthias, what's the name of them? The Elasticsearch guys. Um, um, Trying to find the name of the project. They had a very, actually like a very impressive implementation. It's called the Open Telemetry Profiling Project. They have capabilities, and you might want to look on them what they give today, because it is something that we've seen, like when we did analysis a year ago. It was clear for us that this is something that we can integrate into Kubescape through eBPF tail calls. So we can take their module that is like logging a call stack, and from our eBPF we can trigger their module, which is also an eBPF program, and they are doing a lot of the parts of the resolution in user space. So in eBPF it collects all the memory, like all the main interesting pointers that you have in the kernel level in eBPF, sends it to the resolver, which is in user space, and in user space it starts to resolve like all the Java stacks and all the Go and Python and Node and so on, and they even had symbol resolution, which is like an amazing thing. The main problem was a year ago that this project was built for sampling. So the way it worked, it was mostly for finding out where are you doing most of your allocations, where are you doing your most, where are you burning your CPU, which functions are burning your CPU, which call stacks are burning your CPU. So therefore, what they did, they were sampling call stacks, and they were stacking them to generate statistics. We have a different purpose here. One is visibility, right? So in case of there is an alert, you would want to show what was the call stack of the application when this happened, like your example maybe with Java and Spring and so on. The second is, which is even a more, I would say, more powerful capabilities, to have policies to say, I'm okay with this and that Spring package to, I don't know, open TCP connection, but no one else is allowed to open TCP connections, right? Which is, if I understand you correctly, so this is which is a nice use case. That is even more challenging, because in that case, you would need to do the whole resolution, or at least like preload all the conditions for eBPF in eBPF maps or some kind of kernel side structure, so the eBPF can take the decisions. There is no way that we send some data to from the eBPF from the kernel level to the user space. We are doing some resolution, then we are sending this back information. Okay, block this TCP connection. It's now that you cannot
just too slow.
No, and even there is like eBPF was purposely built so you cannot stop. You cannot lock any kernel process from eBPF, because you don't want to be able to block, like, hurt the kernel operations. So
What do you mean? You can, no?
No, you cannot. you cannot block the eBPF execution. The only thing that can happen is that within the eBPF, if there was something like a pre-calculated information in the eBPF maps, you could read them and you can use them to make a decision, but within the eBPF, you cannot make the decision on the user space.
But how was Falco doing? I thought they were doing like userland.
Falco is not blocking.
It's blocking
Falco has no
syscalls, no?
Tetragon is blocking, but it does in rules that they are loading into eBPF maps, so the eBPF program itself evaluates the
Okay.
policy in place.
Okay.
So it's not it's not something that they are like okay, let's ask Tetragon user space and get back an answer like thing. It needs so, and also, by the way, the way it works also for the project I told you about in for Door is that like he was tailing together different for a given flow different eBPF calls one to another, and in the end it received the decision with and blocked I don't know TCP connection at the LSM layer, but beforehand he received the decision in the system call layer. So he used a like common eBPF map to communicate between different steps of different kernel layers. It's amazing. It's like super interesting, but it's something that that was like slightly more complex. So I'm I'm trying to see like how we can help you to help us to help like what next steps we should like. I think that I achievable like in an intermediate time frame, the more achievable is to like is the blocking policies, but the blocking policies wouldn't uh, be able to touch the application layer.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be aware of and then we could like think about how to work out towards application like how to make them application aware, right? That was my point. I'm sorry for like my long monologue here. I'm more than happy for anyone to chime in if one.
No, that was really helpful actually. And also, don't get me wrong, I do not suggest to implement it tomorrow. I realize that maybe it is real for POC, but for a real product that will be helpful, it's more of a dream.
No, it's I think that I think you're right that this is something that we should definitely design for in the SBOB because this is something that is like super like it totally makes sense to do it. I know like Matthias knows that we know of a startup a company who's like working for like 4 or 5 years to achieve like this very idea that you had in mind, and they have I would say I wouldn't say that they have a clear success in that. Let's put it like modestly here. So they are it works in some cases, but it totally makes sense. I just would need in order to achieve what you're saying. Mostly would need to think of what we can pre-compute ahead of time for the BPF program, so it can receive.
Yeah, and put in the kernel space.
It's not again. It's not again for that we need to like it's very language specific. So it's one of the problematic parts of this is that like this is like totally different in Node.js and in Python and in Java and in Go. Like in Go and C++ is much much simpler because you have like the library boundaries that are like native Linux addresses, and they are like more simple to validate a call site or something. But the others are more problematic.
But Ben, so I'm thinking if we want to be like specific to Java, there is the JVM. Huh? So if you want to block something, you can probably tell the JVM, sorry, block this. If we are already Java aware.
By the way, maybe I don't know. Leonid might be unable to answer it, but I'm not I'm not an expert in Java. But maybe you can have also the JVM itself to start to use these policies.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Like instead of doing SBOB in eBPF, we could do SBOB
No,
in.
we could make it as Bob aware, like
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, but not use eBPF. Use the JVM directly.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe.
So the funny part is that it was possible, but it was very complicated. It was very scary to turn it on in production because it always failed. And it was very slow, especially stack walking was really bad. And because of that, this feature was completely removed from GVM just recently.
Okay.
And
And of course, it doesn't work with GraalVM.
No, Growl also doesn't have it.
Yeah.
And one of their motivation was that this security manager was designed before Kubernetes, but now we have Kubernetes, so let's just delegate security stuff to Kube, and we should be fine.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. I just like at this stage. I think let's think about it again. I will see in the next month or two, like whether we'll have like the capacity to at least start to work on the blocking policies, like the enforcement.
And for the blocking, you said it's LSM, right? No.
Yeah. Eventually, like blocking is always done if there is some blocking in eBPF, it's always done through the LSM. It's the only way that eBPF can actually like stop some kind of a process um, within the kernel. I don't know, Matthias, like regarding the inspector gadget, like were there any contributions in the inspector gadget for like gadgets that are blocking?
I don't know. That
You
would
don't
be like
know.
worth asking them. Yes.
Yeah.
And also for the stack trace, because I remember a few months ago, one of the maintainer was like interested in adding the stack trace in his spec.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so basically, I will describe pretty much the same thing. I mean, in my PR to this new repository, and I will mention that other scopes could, in theory, exist, but I will focus on life cycles.
Yeah. Oh, life cycle was also like a great point, I think. Life
Yes.
cycle, life cycle is like even something that we said, Matthias, even today, it is something that is like super problematic from a Kubescape point of view, because today, when you stop gracefully a container and it fires some shutdown procedure, like starts a process just for, we'll detect it as an anomaly because we are not aware of the life cycle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Okay, what
Great.
else, Matthias?
Well, next topic was like triage, but if someone else has something else to another topic, I don't know. One, two, three. Okay. Good. So I'm gonna just sync our board one last time and then do the triage. So if you want to leave, you can leave and have 9 more minutes in your day. And thank you for joining.
Thanks, folks. It was great seeing you again.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Oshrat. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye, Lilith. Okay, so triage. Let's see. So many.
Wait, do you want to go over the PRs or issues?
Going through the issues. It's gonna be
I have
I
like really
think.
hard time following all the things that are.
Yeah. So yeah, this one. You said you would review it.
I
You remember it's the policy handler singleton.
yeah, but
So it could be
yeah,
a feature.
I don't know like why. Am I assigned to that? Can you assign me? Please assign me so I will see it under my
Yeah.
stuff.
I think in general it's a good idea. I mean, I don't see the problem in here. So
I know I don't. I think it's a good code change. I just like didn't like the framing.
What's this? I think this one is mostly implemented. Yeah, I think this one is the last PR for it. Let's see, it's the last part. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's almost done, and I think I already have like review comments. Yeah, we are almost done with this one. Why is it not tracked? Okay.
No.
Yeah, but I don't. I especially didn't want the watch list. I will definitely. I have PRs to disable the watch anyway.
Yeah. Let's try to talk with him. It's
Yes. Does not support watch list. There is one. Okay, I will follow up with them. This. Proxy registry map. Lol. Okay.
oh,
Why didn't I see this one? Okay. I will check this one. Yeah. I know I don't know when we will update Gripe.
Yeah, yeah.
We need to update it because there are some CVEs also. In the Gripe.
Okay, like, is it the gripe or is it the SBOM, like the SIFT that is like blocking?
Yeah, we will bump both anyway.
Yeah, but now we are like a little bit more bounded to the version of SIFT.
I actually tried this on my local machine, and there were some build errors during the process. I had updated it to the latest version. Can I take on this issue?
Yeah, the thing is, it has to be coordinated because we have like many places, and we have all the test suite to update as well. So it's like
Okay.
I need like 1 week to do
Mm-hmm.
this to be like
Focus work, so yeah.
focused,
Yes.
yes, on it.
Okay.
Do you know what's the latest release?
Let's check it. Was I think 10 point. Wait, let me check. Mm, it's-
Because if they have like one major coming, then we could wait. So 1.1.12. Okay. They are not coming to 1.0 soon, I think. Probably not. Okay. Yeah. Let's try to check this in the following weeks. Come on. This one was merged already. I merged a PR on it. This one.
I don't need to go in a minute.
Yes. Yeah, sure. We are running out of time. Okay.
I will
No
try
problem.
to continue to like catch up with all the issues and PRs. We are like just
Yeah. I will send it. I will like finish cleaning the board and yeah. I will
yeah.
PR.
We should teach an agent to like follow our PRs.
Yeah. I mean, usually I'm following up, but I don't know. Some of them I didn't get the mails.
Yeah, but Kubescape secretary agent, something like. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much for joining. Let's see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. See you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.